Hello and welcome back to the Piano with Ease weekly video show. I'm Natalie Brand. I've been a piano teacher for over 22 years and now I'm the creator of the Piano with Ease system, which helps busy adults quickly and easily learn to play the piano without the years of frustration from having to learn to read traditional sheet music first. This week in the video show, we're doing the second part of the video from last week, which is Overcoming Someday. Last week's video was all about what you could actually have on your music itself to help you learn way more songs in much less time. And now the second part of that is actually finding those pockets of time in your life so this time at the piano actually happens so you can get in some reps because every rep in piano counts. This next solution is taken from my guide, 10 Easy Solutions for Busy Adults to Finally Learn to Play the Piano. So the first point we'll cover is what's known as habit stacking. Do you have a set habit that you can tack 5 minutes of piano onto? If your schedule often feels full and chaotic, then piano time could easily get crowded out. So what is a habit you already do, such as brushing your teeth, drinking coffee or tea, working out, etc., that you could add on 5 minutes of piano afterwards? You'll be surprised at how fast a little becomes a lot. It's much harder to just start a brand new habit and try and remember to do it all throughout the day than to just put it along with partnering with another thing that you already do. In fact, here's a quick personal example. I already knew I should take my supplements every single day. In fact, I would rewrite it all the time on goals lists, New Year's resolutions, and I would just get out of the habit of taking them. So finally, I realized I'm going to combine it with another habit that I do day in, day out, which is go and get my morning coffee. So I put a big bright post-it sticky note on the coffee maker that said, take your supplements. And every morning when I would come and see that, I would say, oh yeah, I need to take those. And I would just hurry and swallow them while I was standing there making the coffee. So in your case, piano takes a little longer than those 10 seconds. But if you can find even a little pocket of time to do something every day, then you're really telling brain this is important. When a long stretch of time goes by without doing something, then the brain kind of thinks, oh, we haven't used this. Let's put it in the back drawers so we can keep space for everything new that's coming in that we actually need today. So if you do something small often enough, you'd be surprised at how that brain pathway can really start growing just from doing a little bit a day. You might not think it would count, but it really does. Especially with the Piano with Ease songs, I've really tried to make them so you can dive in immediately and start playing your song without having to remember, now what was the notes again? What was this rhythm again? I wanted to make it so even if it has been a while, you could get in and remember exactly what to do. The first thing I would suggest to you is kind of what I brought up in one of my earlier videos, which went over some other things from this guide, how to help the busy adult succeed. And one of those things was to actually have your music out on your piano ready to go. Then when you're ready to get in your 5 or 10 minutes by tacking it onto another habit, it will already be ready for you to just go over and succeed. Maybe you can add it into your morning routine and get up 5 or 10 minutes earlier, and it's something that you just sit down and do and calm your nervous system before you step out the door to go to work. Or maybe it can be part of you coming home and relaxing, or the thing you do after eating dinner every day, or the thing you do right before brushing teeth at night, before you go and start getting into your nightly routine. You can remember, oh yeah, I got to go get in my piano time. So I think that is the best way I've ever found to actually make a new habit and keep it. And when you start having more fun and feeling more successful from playing songs, that helps you remember and fuels you with motivation as well. But you can have the best of intentions, you can have your habit stack planned out, and then you might notice you're still not making time for piano. And what tends to happen with adults is oftentimes we can actually feel guilty for taking time for ourselves. Sometimes it can feel hard to justify doing something like playing the piano, which doesn't feel like it's actually like making money or contributing to the family's needs. Or maybe you have pressing projects that you feel like if I even took 5 or 10 minutes, then I should be working on that instead of taking this time to play piano. But I would encourage you to view it as not something frivolous or something that isn't important. I would encourage you to view getting in some piano time almost like giving yourself the juice for life. Like when you think of a car, you know it needs several fluids to run well. But humans, we also need things to fuel ourselves so that we have energy and motivation to live our best lives. Sitting down and being able to play some piano music and just listening to the beautiful sounds as they harmonize together. It really can help regulate your nervous system. It can really help you feel that stress relief. Sometimes it can help you feel recharged or ready to face challenges. If you're dealing with some heavy emotions, it can really kind of help those flow out. I'm just speaking from my own experience. I've gone to the piano several times when I'm sad, when I'm grieving, when I'm struggling with something, when my brain's in a jumble, and it just kind of helps things go, okay, I got this. And it doesn't only have to be sad times. You can go to the piano when you're feeling joy and when you're feeling happy, and piano kind of helps contribute to that. So I feel like every life really needs some beauty in it. And part of that will be making yourself a priority and realize you're actually contributing to what helps you be the best person, the best human in your life, for your job, for your family, for your friends, when you can take some time to refuel yourself. So how would that look for you to make yourself and your dreams and goals a priority? Because you know a little can become a lot over time. You'll be surprised. Perhaps it will look like putting a block of time in your calendar and treating it like an appointment. And if other people end up wanting you to do other obligations, if there's nowhere to move that block of time where you know it's going to be done, you can just decline and say you have an appointment. You already had an appointment with yourself to work on your dream. You don't have to explain. You can just treat it like it's important enough to get its own time block on your calendar. The next thing you can do is take whatever reason you feel like is preventing you from playing the piano and find a way to reframe that so that it becomes the reason that you're playing the piano. For example, if you're someone with small children, you might say, oh, I can't play piano because of the kids. But maybe you could fit in 5 minutes here and there when you know the kids are safe, of course, and they actually get to see you learning piano and learning a goal, and maybe you'll inspire them to want to do it too. Maybe you can reframe it and say, I'm doing piano for the kids. You want the kids to see you getting this wonderful skill. Or if you're saying, oh, I can't play piano because I'm way too busy with my job, then maybe you can reframe that and say, I play piano to fuel me so I can be the most creative in my job. And again, I'm not talking about necessarily blocking 30 minutes per day, because if you could have done that, you would probably already would be playing 30 minutes a day. I'm talking about 5-10 minutes at a time, and maybe it's only 3 times a week, but you'll be so proud of yourself when it happens. The next thing I'll cover is from my guide as well, and that is to utilize external support. Do you have a community or mentor that can help you keep your momentum? Are you trying to learn piano all on your own, or have you told supportive friends who can follow up your progress? Have you found a group or community that you can check in with, set goals with, or a mentor who can help you along your path? These can even be online. So for example, while I'm building this course, I actually have, we call it a pod that I meet with every couple weeks, and we talk about what we've accomplished in our businesses. And there's been several times when I got things done because I knew I told them I was going to do it, and I didn't want to get on the call and just have an excuse. So sometimes just knowing a friend or a mini group of other people learning piano is counting on you, and that you told them you'd do something and you know you have to account for it, sometimes that can really make things happen that wouldn't have normally happened. And of course, in Piano with Ease, I have the community built right into the training, right alongside it, so that you have that optional way to find other people who are interested in the same things too, to find people to relate to who may be going through the same things as you. And you can even perhaps find a practice buddy that will be able to help you stay accountable with your piano goals. Or maybe there's another free group that you can find and be a part of. Or maybe you will decide to hire a piano teacher, or maybe an online teacher, someone that you can check in with every week and check in with yourself. If that is the way that helps you actually make progress, then maybe it's really worth it for you to invest into that for yourself. Lastly, if you are kind of nerdy like me and you like to mark things off and just see that check mark, then maybe you can find yourself a wonderful printable where you can just make all kinds of check marks and you can see them add up, or even an adult coloring page. Every time you practice, you get to color a little section of your adult coloring page, and you can see it take color and become more and more filled. It become more and more beautiful, which is mirroring that your skills are becoming more and more beautiful with every rep. Every rep counts. So I hope throughout all these ideas that something has sparked with you where you realize that you can actually find those pockets of times and make them happen for you. If you still haven't experienced learning a song in the Piano with Ease style, then check the links below this video. You can try one for free. And thank you so much for watching.